Our sun has moved into Leo. Our full moon in Aquarius is today. And my friend, let me tell you, we've got some really powerful energy in our sky. And in this video, we're going to talk all about the sidereal astrology transits that are currently happening in our sky this week for the week of August 19th all the way through the 25th. Hello, 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 my friend. Danny Simuni's here, intuitive astrologer and spiritual healer, helping you understand your inner guidance so that you can move forward in life and business. I am blessed and honored to be here with you today. If this is your first video with us, hello and welcome. We're so glad you found us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you know exactly when a new video goes live every week. Plus, we have the Cosmic Mystic podcast that is also here on the YouTube channel. And if you're listening to this on another platform, we do have a YouTube channel. So podcasters meet the YouTube channel and YouTubers meet the podcast. All right. Let's go ahead and dive in because we've got some things to talk about, my friend, this week. Okay, so as I said, our sun is moving into, or has moved into, I should say, into Leo. So here we go. As we kick off this week here on the 19th, you can see our sun right here is at 2 degrees Leo. And we also have the conjunction here with Mercury. Now, we did talk about how Mercury and the sun were moving into this conjunction and that we would be seeing this. So this isn't new for you. So if you've been following along, this is that conjunction. So our thoughts, there's a lot of them. And the energy of a retrograde, remember, is always more of an internal reflection. So I have been hearing from a lot of different people, and I've been seeing this. It's been a little bit challenging, and I can understand that completely because we have a lot going on in our sky. So we've got this conjunction here, which is causing a lot of that internal thinking, thoughts, belief systems, ideas coming forward. And remember, this is in Leo. So things around visibility, creativity, inner child, that is all coming up right now, my friend. Plus, right here, we've also got, I don't know if you can see it, but we've got our full moon right here. And you can see that it is a little bit, actually it's not quite, let me move it to the exact time because I was like, wait, it's not Capricorn. we are not talking about Capricorn here. We are talking about Aquarius. And so I want to make sure that you can see this because this is a lot of energy, my friend. If you have been feeling, having some sleepless nights, if there has just been this feeling, this urge within you, you are not alone. You are not alone at all, my friend, because there is a lot of energy brewing with this particular full moon for a couple of different reasons. Number one, we are talking about our sun in Leo, and we are talking about our moon in Aquarius. That is a fire energy and an air energy. Both of those energies are very active energies. And so I can definitely tell you that it is causing a lot of um, stirredness is the word that the guardians are wanting me to use. Stirredness within and around. So your energy might be feeling a little stirred. There might be something stirred up within you. And this is because of these two different elements. Now, we also have that conjunction here with Mercury, and this particular full moon is a super moon. So, meaning that its rotation around the earth, there are points in that rotation that, it's not equal. So, I don't want to get into like astronomy, but if you go and look, you'll see that it's elliptical. It's not an even like 360 degrees, right? So in some points, as it's moving around Earth, it's moving a lot faster. And in some points, it's moving a lot slower. It's kind of the same way that the Earth rotates around the sun. Well, there also are points in that rotation where the moon is closer to Earth, and then there's points where it's further from Earth. Now, in this particular time, we have our moon is closest to the Earth, which is causing it to be a super moon. So you might be hearing super moon out there. And then you also might be hearing blue moon. Now, I'll just tell you this. So first off, the super moon will look bigger in the sky, and because it is closer to us. So it looks really big. It's going to be really bright. And then we have the blue moon, which there's a couple of different types of blue moon. So you probably have heard the saying once in a blue moon. Well, once in a blue moon means it's a rare occurrence. And so a blue moon as a full moon generally happens in two different ways. Number one, the blue moon happens when we have two full moons in a month, which is super rare. And the last one we had was in 2020. And as a matter of fact, at that time, we had it. It was on Halloween weekend, and at the time, I had a candle business, and I made candles, and I still have a few of those candles actually. As a matter of fact, that really harnessed that energy of that blue moon because it is such a rare occurrence. And then right there being around Halloween and the veil being so thin and the connection with ancestors, I've really used those candles to do a lot of ancestral work, which has been really beautiful, not only working with my ancestors, but also doing some ancestral healings. So that's been really cool. But this particular full moon, that happens very, very rarely. And it is when we have the two full moons in a month. Now, we did not have that this month. We only had one full moon this month. So this is what's called a seasonal blue moon. The seasonal blue moon means that we have more than 3 full moons in a given season. So our seasons, right? We're in the summer season. And so this is the fourth blue moon during this season. So next month, we will move in to our autumn, right? We'll move into fall, and we'll right before or right after we do that, we will have our next full moon. So it'll start the first full moon of the fall. But this particular full moon, super moon in Aquarius, is indeed a seasonal blue moon. I wanted to share that because I think sometimes we hear all these terms and we don't know what they mean, or we have to we think it's like some really crazy thing. And it is indeed. Let me tell you, a blue moon is indeed that. It is a rare occasion. It's one of the rare occasions that we do get to have this blue moon. So harness this energy, my friend. Remember that we see the full moon energy as well as the new moon energy for about a week, usually 3 days before, the day of, and about 3 days after. So we've got about 7 days where we see this energy. So harness this energy as we kick off this week. Okay, let's keep going because we've got lots to talk about. And what I was going to say about this particular full moon, super moon, blue moon, all the things, is that the energy that the guardians have really showed me about this particular full moon is the energy around stepping into our authentic self, using our gifts, the things that are just specific to us in the way that we do it, that is really for the good of the collective. So as you're thinking about whatever it is that you want to step into in this full moon, and we're not talking about manifesting during a full moon, but stepping into this energy that we're working with, right? And if there is anything that we're releasing, we definitely can release anything that is blocking us. I actually did a full moon somatic breathwork session around authenticity. That was so fun. And we got to release around what was stopping us from being our authentic self. So I'll put a link down in the comments. I will be doing some full moon release somatic breath work. Usually there's going to be a theme because that's how I roll. And I think the next one is going to be on perfectionism. So stay tuned for that. But I will say this, that this particular full moon is really about that uniqueness that is you, and really stepping into that and owning it. Even I saw a reel the other day and I was like, girl, yes. She's like, welcome to the land of boring. And her boring was like, I don't watch news, I don't watch TV, I don't like, I go to bed at 9. And it was like, if that's your type of of um what does she call it, if that's your type of boring, there you go. If that's your type of boring, then welcome. And I was like, yes, she's owning the fact that she doesn't do these things, and that is calling in her people. So my friend, own it. The people need you. The people need you specifically. Okay, moving on, before I continue to start preaching. It's Leo season, my friend. Leo season is my favorite season. I love Leo season. All right. The other thing I want to talk about, because we've talked about some of these things, but I just want to bring to your mind, and I want to talk about this energy of Leo. So we do have Leo making this square over here to Uranus. We did talk about this last week. So remember, that is kind of bringing some uneasiness, some tension may have been building up, some changes. I went and got my hair cut. I was like, I need something different, right? Remember, I told you, like, don't make too many hash decision or harsh decisions or quick decisions. Like, pace it out, see it through. This isn't the time to really make those radical changes or radical decisions. Now, I was thinking about my hair a long time before that, so I'm not gonna pull up. I wasn't pulled into it, although I did have that pull to get it done sooner than later. I will say that. Okay. So moving on, let's talk about Leo really quick, because Leo is a fire energy. The Leo guidebook will be out this week. I'm working on it, my friend. Trust me, it's going to be good. It's going to have stuff about Leo energy in life and business, how to work with it, weekly journal prompts, a ritual that you can do for Leo season, as well as what the current transits are, which is always what takes me the longest to do. The other part is fun and easy, but the transits are always they're always the thing that takes me the longest to do. But I'm working on it, so it's coming soon. You'll find it down in the description or the show notes down below. Okay, so Leo is a fire energy, and I'm going to do a whole podcast episode. So again, head on over to the Cosmic Mystic Podcast on your favorite platform. You'll find the link also down in the description box here on YouTube. And that is going to be all the things. But I just want to quickly tell you that Leo is all about being seen, being heard, and being visible. Those are the three main themes of Leo. So this is a good time to really step up in your visibility as a business owner, as a leader. There's a lot of leadership energy here with Leo, as well as inner child energy, that fun and playfulness. And I would even recommend working with your inner child. And when I say working, I just want to say this, my friend, I don't just mean healing all the ish. I also mean playing with her, loving on her, connecting with her, going to have ice cream with her, playing outside with her, playing games with her. Let me tell you, my friend, even, and this may sound really weird, but this is something I do, is I go on trips with her. And what I mean by that is, there is a particular place that she wants to go, that she's really fiending for. I will search that place on the internet. I will find it, and we mentally will go there and have a beautiful time together. So I invite you to do the same. Okay, let's keep going. So outside of the sun in Leo and our full moon, which I talked about here, let's talk really quick about where the moon is going to be, because my friend, that is my favorite thing to talk about, because the moon is our emotional energy. It's what drives us. It's the fuel in our gas tank. And so we want to know where that's going to be and how that's going to affect our emotional current. So we kick off this week, as I said, with that full moon in Aquarius. We will have that Aquarius energy for the first few days of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we definitely will still feel this energy. Although on right here on the Wednesday, the 21st, you will see the moon moves into Pisces. So we will move into the water energy. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so it is bringing things into completion. This is a really good opportunity right here, especially because it's going to be hitting that north node on the middle of the day here on Wednesday to receive downloads about the future, about where you're headed, about your next path, about the next opportunity. So pay attention to what is coming through. So open up that channel, sit in meditation, journal, go for a walk without headphones, and allow yourself, however it is. Sometimes for me, it's first thing in the morning when I wake up and I just get a flood of information. A lot of it recently has been a lot of light language coming through. So I've been channeling that light language quite a bit, but I've also been getting really good downloads. But this particular day here on the 21st, I'm going to invite you to open up your channel and allow yourself to receive. Okay, moving on to Thursday and Friday. Yep. Thursday, we're going to complete our energy in Pisces. And then on Friday, we're going to move into Aries. So Friday, Saturday, and looks like beginning of Sunday will be in the energy of Aries. And Aries is a fire sign. So Leo's a fire sign and Aries is a fire sign. So Friday, Saturday, and early Sunday, there's going to be a high rise of energy. Ride that wave, especially if you have taken time to recoup and rest as much as you possibly can on that Thursday, on that Wednesday, Thursday energy. When we're in that Pisces energy, it's one of my key signs to take a break during a water moon. So I have the full energy in when I kick off with that fire element. Okay. That is where our moon will be. And then we're going to move into Taurus the later half of the day. So go out and have some fun on Saturday, enjoy your Sunday, and then get home and cuddle up on the couch and read a book. Okay, moving on to some other transits I want to let you know about this week. So let's talk about Mars really quick. Mars has a new, a new transit here with Neptune coming in, and it's Mars square Neptune comes in on the 24th and will be here all the way through September 12th. So we'll see this till just about mid September, so about 3 weeks. Um, this one's a little tough because our energy can feel a little bit weaker. We can feel a lot of uncomfortableness here. The energy is a little bit lower, and it's almost as if things are kind of getting exposed. It's very similar to when Mars kind of moves through the 8th house, right? There's this kind of this energy of like a little deceit, a little suspicion. There's kind of like things are coming into the light. And so there can be some paranoia here. There could be some jealousy, some vindictiveness, wanting to, what is the word? Seek revenge on people. So I'm going to invite you to avoid avoid that temptation, avoid acting against others. There's usually, my friend, some deeper work that we can do on ourselves when we really want to get vindictive on somebody or something. There's usually some deeper work for us. Confusion can also happen with our actions during this time. So I'm just going to caution you to be mindful of that as well. To sum this up, though, I'm just going to say this: mind your own business. Okay, moving on. That's it. What I want to talk about with Mars. We do have the Chiron energy that we've had, and I did talk about that last week. We do still have that here, as you can see, that sextile. All right, let's talk about Mercury, because there is one with Mercury that I want to talk about that comes in on the 22nd here. So you can see Mercury is making a sextile over here to Jupiter. It's actually making that sextile to Mars as well. That one is going to be falling off just a bit, but this Jupiter one here, let's talk about that because this is going to be here for about 2 weeks. And what I love about the sextile with Jupiter is it's more of an optimistic energy. Mercury is our thinking, Jupiter is our growth and expansion. So there's a lot of energy here around planning for the future, having a really broad outlook, really making like visualizing where we are going, what our path is ahead of us. There's also really good open expression here and good communication, and especially through the Mercury retrograde energy, this is also where like some of that nice open energy is kind of coming through for us as well, where it's like the possibilities and the opportunities, that optimism, which I really like, because sometimes Mercury, right, we can get in a retrograde, we can get a little down on ourselves, and so it kind of brings in that energy. Now I'm also going to say this that can happen, because this is I see this a lot in my world, at least, is there's a lot of negotiations, debates during this period, because everybody has an opinion and everybody wants to tell you that. Now, I said with Leo wants to be seen, heard, and understood. Just remember that, because people want to be seen, heard, and understood. And so the really cool thing with Leo is if you just let them know that you see it, that you saw whatever it is that, they emailed you, they texted you, they Voxered you, they sent you a message about, right? Whatever that is, just know. I've already been feeling it. So I know, like, acknowledge people, acknowledge that you received their text, acknowledge that you received their email, acknowledge them. And, it's better sometimes to just acknowledge and let that be and have some really good boundaries. I'll say that. Okay. So the last couple things I want to talk about is Venus. So let's go over to Venus. Where's Venus? There she is. So Venus is going to be moving out of Leo pretty soon. We'll see her move out right here on Sunday, and she'll move into Virgo. So I'm going to talk more about Venus in Virgo next week, but just know things are going to get a little bit more precise, a little bit more organized. So you may be finding that you're wanting to get like your finances in order, or the relationship in order, or your space in order, because Venus definitely rules over all of those things. Couple of things here. We have these new transits here with Venus and Uranus, Venus and Neptune, and Venus and Pluto. So let's talk a little bit about these, because we're going to see these over this next 2 weeks. So with Venus and Uranus, this is a trine. This is trying something new, getting out of boring routines, things that it's like the same old, same old. It's like, I'm tired. I need some freedom. I need some exploration. Great time for socializing. Also expect the unexpected here. Windfalls around money, love, and career are also really, really popular during this time. And this will be from August 22nd till August 31st. All right. And then let me look. We have Venus and Neptune. So this one, with the Neptune, it can always, there's a lot of romanticism here with Neptune, but it also can bring some confusion around relationships and finances, and even falling victim to people who are trying to like prey on you. I would also say energy vampires can kind of come out a bit here. We can be more gullible to things, right? And then with that Mars and making that square there, we could just really not fully see everything, not have all the ideas, or I'm sorry, not all the ideas, all the components, like all the pieces of the puzzle. So just be careful with that, especially around money and relationships. We might not just have all the pieces just yet, and just be careful. I'll just say that. The really good thing, though, so I'm always going to pull in the positive here. The really good thing about this particular transit is dream work, rituals, practices, your spiritual practices, your rituals. This is a really good time to do these with this particular opposition because we've got Virgo and Pisces. So Neptune has been in Pisces. Neptune is also retrograde. So any rituals around the self would be really great. Working with the element of water and earth would also be great. Let's see, I would even say creating an altar for some of these things that you want to bring to an end, or even the guardians are saying connections that you want to make in other realms. Okay. Last but not least, we've got that Venus trine Pluto over here that comes in on the 25th and will be here till the 2nd. There's more intensity here. There's more passion here. There's more of a desire for love and affection and creativity. We're wanting, we're getting obsessed about things. So whether that can be around like luxurious items or wanting to spend money and getting obsessed with whatever that might be mindful of that because we can really get intense here around purchases in particular, or even get stuck on things that maybe we're wanting or desiring. So be careful with that one as well. But the really beautiful thing with the Venus and the Pluto is that there is a lot of creativity, and especially with the Venus and Neptune, that does want to come through. And then that Uranus coming in to kind of change things up. So my friend, we have a really great week ahead of us. I hope you have enjoyed this Sidereal Astrology Forecast for the week of August 19th through the 25th. My friend, be sure to follow along. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. Follow us here for all Sidereal Astrology updates. Plus, we have a new series. You'll see a new playlist here on the channel called Magic Monday. Magic Monday is something I do every single Monday. I host it live over on Facebook and hoping to get it over here live on YouTube as well. But Magic Monday is all about doing a daily somatic breathwork practice so that we clear the energy out from the past week, from the weekend, and we start clear and refreshed for the new week and calling in what it is that we want. I also channel a divine message from the guardians of the Akashic Records. So if that is something that interests you, go check out that playlist. We already have this week's already on there. And then you'll see all the future ones moving forward. All right, my friend, that wraps us up for here. If you are looking for anything, just look down below in the comments. You can find everything you need. And feel free to leave a comment and let me know how much you've enjoyed this video. All right, my friend, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.